Now look, when I say I don't like something, this new thing on Twitter is, by the way, welcome to the Dare Show podcast. This new thing on Twitter is, um, let's attack you personally. Let's look at your profile and let's see how you look. And it's just like, just because I say Destiny Child looked the best does not mean you have to blow up my beautiful profile picture, which I just changed. I love my profile picture, so you can't really dig at me. Um, just because I say I don't like Destiny Child, or just because I say Destiny Child or whoever looked a mess at the Oscars, which they did, doesn't mean that I have to look like them because clearly I don't have, not clearly, but I don't have, Beyonce, Kelly, or Michelle money. I don't have access to fashion houses like them. I don't have incredible, well, not so incredible, stylists like them. So I'm just like, what does blowing up my spot do for the conversation of Destiny Child did not look a hot mess at the Oscars or the after party or whatever? Because I think only one of them attended the Oscars. I think. Oh Lord, it's getting dark. Wait a minute. So Beyonce didn't win. It feels so good to be alive. Beyonce didn't win. Should she have won? I don't know. It is, somebody did make a good point of, and I don't know. Somebody did make a point of Beyonce. I think it was Bert on Twitter. He was like, or he retweeted somebody's point of Beyonce's being put up against these. By the way, Billie Eilish won. Shout out to Billie Eilish. That's what I was like. Billie Eilish won against. I mean, Beyonce was up against like Billie, Diane, and some other people for best original song in a motion picture. But it was like Billie Eilish won, and Billie Eilish had the, what's it called? 007, whatever. Oh, James Bond. Oh my God, it's so dark. Billie had the James Bond estate backing her. And, James Bond, the last time I remember James Bond won was with Adele. And so that was pretty huge. So maybe she needs to get on a James Bond. Is that selling out? I don't know. Do whatever you want. I don't I don't really care. I don't really care. She was nominated, which is cool. It's hilarious that um did what's the name win? I think it did win. Um Coming down my way. Mama say Black Parade. I think Black Parade did win the Grammy, which had like 15 writers on it, but it's so funny how this Oscar nominated song that she put out only had 2 writers on it. I find that hilarious because the last like lots of Beyonce songs have multiple writers on it. Just a little tidbit that I noticed. But like I said, she didn't win. Beyonce's being was put up against um some younger artists. Diane Warren's not a younger artist, but some younger artists. And she should have won. Should she have won? I don't know. I don't think the song was like soundtrack winning worthy of. It's a good song. I didn't like the song at first. Not that I didn't like the song. It just gave, like, I think Beyonce, if this is a taste for where Beyonce is going in her music next, I think it's definitely a different direction. But we never know what she has. She could bring out something, just put out something from the vault. Just put out an album from the vault and call it a day. I wonder if she would do that. I want to get into her brain. I want to ask her questions. I want to know stuff. But she doesn't. She won't. Her team won't respond to my emails. Anyways, I feel like the performance was. I didn't really care, to be honest. Like the last, I don't really. The only recognizable performance of Beyonce at the Oscars was definitely still, oh my gosh, I wonder if I still know the words. When she did that, her first time performing, when she did that, um Like she performed like 3 or 4 times, and she had like costume changes throughout the night and like outfit changes, and she sang that one French song. So amazing. Oh my god, do you guys remember that? She sang that one French song. I think no, she sang that one song, I think for like the Phantom of the Opera in that black ball gown. And I think maybe she did a duet or something like that. That was pretty incredible. I think that she's the first person to still ever do that, perform at the Oscars like 4 times. But the one I like her other performances, that's that one, and then the Dream Girls medley. Ah, listen, that was a good one. But then the one that I always forget, that I don't remember ever being like, oh, there's the sun. That I don't ever remember being televised or not promoted, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I was like a teenager. Was the one with the actor, and she did like a big melody. It wasn't that great, but it was a big melody. So she does have like she does have history with the Oscars. Where was I going with this? I don't know. Oh, her performance. I feel like the performance, like I said, I don't really care. It was weird. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I did not expect there to be choreography to this song. She pulled a Janet Jackson and made choreography to this like mid-tempo ballad-ish. Mid-tempo, it's not really a ballad, mid-tempo song. She's wearing like this green stuff and the garter belt. I didn't really understand. Did that represent like a Grand Slam award or something? I don't know. What else? Did she lower the key? It was just like kind of underwhelming. Maybe because the song is. I just feel like she kind of underwhelmed me. But everybody loves Beyonce. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to wow me anymore after like the Formation tour. I don't know what there else is to wow me. Like, how do you wow me? Look, some of the video and some of the images in Black is King was delicious. I don't know. I'm still a fan. I'm just in the early stages of planning something really fun I'm gonna do. Um, Celebrating Beyonce's tours and Beyonce's clothing. I didn't like what she was wearing. I didn't like what was it, yellow? The yellow, like, thing. It looked like it was ethereal because you couldn't really see where the cape was coming from. I didn't really like it. I didn't like Kelly's outfit. It was like a bathing suit with like, some fabric hanging down. I didn't like that. I didn't like Michelle's. It's like the see-through. It's the weird. I didn't like it. You know what I would like? I would like a Destiny's Child reunion. At this point, I really would like a Destiny's Child reunion. I want to hear all the cuts because Destiny's Child, I realized they kind of didn't, in a way, perform all of, especially, well, I guess because of certain circumstances. I don't think, yeah, there wasn't a Writings on the Wall tour, so, or like an official tour, I believe. Yeah. So they weren't able to like sing a lot of the deep, great songs off of the Writings on the Wall, which I've been playing so much. I'm just I don't know, something about like, or maybe it's just that sound, or just like the sound with her and the girls. And I was just like, I don't want to listen to Beyonce, but I'll gladly listen to Destiny's Child and her contributions to that, and how her voice was specific on how specific the sound was and specific her voice was on the Writings on the Wall. Even though some of the Writings on the Wall songs, they all sound alike, and I'm just like, rah, 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 skip. But then some of them are like, either they're really good or they're like, they all sound the same. And I love Hey Ladies. That is my jam from here to the moon. I just got into, like a couple months ago, Confessions with Missy. Confessions. I love that song. I can't believe So Good is on that album because it doesn't sound necessarily like the rest of the album, which is so funny. Jumpin' Jumpin'. For some reason, the other day when I was listening to Jumpin' Jumpin', I know Latavia is not on that song. I know Latoya and Latavia are not on the song. I know, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, from my understanding, Latoya and Latavia didn't record some of the songs. They're not on some of the recordings of The Writings on the Wall. Specifically, I can tell you, from my understanding, is Jumpin' Jumpin', Hey Ladies, they're not on there. And maybe some other songs. I don't know. But that's what I put together. Let me know if I'm wrong though. But you can definitely hear them on Say My Name. You can definitely hear them on, like, I guess Bills? I don't know. But Say My Name, Hey Ladies, Confessions, those are like my top favorite songs. And I'm just like, I want Destiny Child to get back together, give us like some sick choreography to Confessions, give us some sexy, sick choreography to Hey Ladies, going to Say My Name, pop it, lock it, drop it off. We only have 3 albums. Oh, no, I forgot about Survivor. We can do a little Apollo mode, little Survivor medley. Come on, y'all, get back together. Give us a sick Lose My Breath, Soldier, Cater to You. I was really into Destiny Child because I skipped T-shirt and Is She the Reason? Nowadays, when it first came out, I was bumping it. But sometimes I skip it and I'm just, because I'm like, I'm kind of over it, but I was really feeling it. Okay, but anyways, back to the Oscars. Lady Gaga, she presented with Liza Minnelli. And it was so sad to see Liza is in a wheelchair. Liza, I think she's comprehensible, but she has her moments of like, girl, what the fuck is going on? Um, we can hear Lady Gaga. It's so interesting how some of these, I guess that's like no, I guess that's what's always been like really powerful. Newer artists always collaborate or get together with the people that came before them. Like, I think Whitney was a big fan of Shaka Khan, and Whitney ended up being on Shaka Khan's song, and Whitney ended up, doing the I'm Every Woman and then the I'm Every Woman video with Shaka Khan featuring. Like, that's such a crazy, beautiful moment. I think Aretha, was sort of mentored by, Dinah Washington and Clara Ward and all these other people that came before her, like, were successful in their field, which is really cool. So to see, Beyonce, she performed with everybody. Celine Dion, she's presented Michael Jackson. She's performed with Prince, with with I was about to call him something else, with Prince, Whitney Houston. I think something may have happened, but anyways, she's interacted with Patty. She's um, who else? All these, the big people that she's looked up to. She sang for Janet. And then, you have Lady Gaga. We have the Liza Minnelli moment that has just happened. Elton John, she's worked with. Who else? That Madonna moment on SNL, I forget about that. Uh, like these different tributes to like Bowie and Diane Warren she's worked with. Like, that's what I think is so cool and so interesting. You see who the, excuse me if you can hear that. You definitely see the growth. I mean, you definitely see who's big working with who. And I find that so crazy, so amazing. So that Lady Gaga and Liza Minnelli moment was kind of awkward in a way. I kind of took it as, because Liza was kind of like fumbling over like what to do next in the words and stuff, and Gaga was like, "Oh, I got you," and then Liza said, "I know," or something like that, and I took it as, she's like, "Bitch, I know. Now shut the fuck up and let me say my words." But Lady Gaga always puts on this like white corny face when she is like, I'm proud and I'm happy and here to help the elderly or whatever. But anyways, what's next? Mariah. It's your birthday or your anniversary, as you like to say. Mariah. Patty was like, Mariah, Mariah. She said Patty. She said Mariah. At the end of Got to Be Real, was such a random song to have them both sing, right? Okay. Um it was Mariah's anniversary. Lady Gaga's birthday was these Aries, like the Aries women are so there's a lot of famous Aries women birthdays in like a span of like 2 weeks. Diana Ross, Billie Holiday, Aretha, Shaka Khan, Mariah, Lady Gaga, I think Tamar is in there. And what I've noticed about Aries women, they're very talented. Those Aries, did I say Shaka Khan? Those women are so talented and they are so specific and they're so weird, right? Lady Gaga was weird. I don't know if she's still in that weird moment, but she still does like weird stuff, like name her album Chromatica. Like, what the fuck is that? Um, Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan's not that weird, but she's very special and she's so talented. Aretha Franklin is weird. You not to, acknowledge anymore that, you had your first shot at like 13, 14. That's weird, right? Diana Ross is very weird. She has this force of talent with her. Billie Holiday. I don't know about Billie Holiday. Billie Holiday, to me, and I don't know if I'm gonna. It makes me kind of emotional just thinking about it for some reason. But Billie Holiday is like this person. I feel like, and I think I talked about this last year when I reviewed her the movie. Billie Holiday is like so fucking famous, but there's not a lot of footage from her. There's not like a lot of interviews. There's only like stories. We know, the FBI and the police in that situation and the drug situation. There's not a lot of information about her on like footage. That's not when everybody else has footage. Ella has footage. Nat King Cole. Everybody else has footage, but in terms of like interviews and TV performances, like if it wasn't like the movies, there's still not. If it wasn't for like the recordings, the live recordings, there wouldn't be any. Excuse me if you can hear that. Oh my god, I need to go eat. There wouldn't be any evidence, pretty much, of her in a way, and it's so confusing. It makes her like when you don't know about something and you want to tell a story. I feel like there's a lot of like dramatics added to it, which I don't appreciate when it comes to Billie because I feel like Billie was she was a specific person with a specific talent. Anyways, Mariah, this big Lotto song was not. I want to make an announcement. We need to sue whoever is in charge of promotion for false advertisement because DJ Khaled, or DJ Khaled, as Patti LaBelle calls him, DJ Khaled was not a part of the promotion for this Big Lotto remix with Mariah Carey. First of all, the song is generally good. Mariah loves a random ass rapper, as I've said in the past. She loves like who the fuck is Shauna? Why are you working with Cameron? Here you go with Snoop Dogg. It's a good song. Here you go with Snoop Dogg. Okay, now this remix has T.I. on it. Girl, what? Mariah loves a random ass rapper. And so for this, I'm not it was good oohs and ahs. People were talking about Mariah's voice being changed. Or it didn't sound like Mariah or whatever, criticizing her voice. Mariah's voice, same with like Janet, it's changed. Like it doesn't necessarily sound like them originally. For the past like 3 or 4 years, I think Mariah's voice kind of had changed. Um, I don't know how to explain, but I know how to explain Janet. Janet's voice sounds like it's muffled, like it's something on her vocal cords. And I know, they're older, they're aging and whatever. So that's on that. But Mariah's lawsuit with her brother, let me wrap this up. So in Mariah's book, The Meaning of Mariah Carey, she told some stuff about her brother, which was very alarming. And her brother had put in like a lawsuit, but it was like 14 things he had named that were not true and he wanted to sue her for, but the judge only found for like 2. And these 2 are going forward. She claims, okay, the ones that she's claiming, the ones that were approved by the judge was that he sold drugs. She said that he was selling, or he was giving out powdered party favors. Mariah is so funny with her wording. And then that he had been in the system, which, okay, where's the evidence that you weren't in the system? And where's the evidence that you weren't a drug dealer, dude? He says this is serious damage to his reputation. But it's like, you've been suing this woman forever. And the comments were, the lambs were in the comments going in on him. They're like, this is ridiculous. Show us the proof that she's lying. You've been suing her all your life and none of them have stuck. It's so funny. She said most of these are true or substantially true. And she wants him to pay for her legal fees, which I find hilarious. Not only am I not lying, you gonna pay for these legal fees too, nigga. Did he sell drugs? I don't remember her saying he sold drugs. I don't remember, the fighting with the brother, with the mother. He definitely, like, his part definitely, he put out a hit. Not that, I sell drugs, but, I'm allegedly a hitman. That's not bothering you. The part that I remember where the glitter part, where he kind of, she wants to tie it in with her having a conservatorship, but it was not like any like legal document like placed out for her, like, Wendy has gone through and Brittany has gone through, Amanda Bynes have gone through. It's not like any of that was going on. I think he was just like, it seemed like he was orchestrating certain things when she was very vulnerable, very tired, out of it mentally. So the lawsuit, this is from February, this lawsuit, but recently she had countersued for like legal fees and gave a statement like this stuff is true or substantially true. This is all very funny. We'll see how far this lawsuit goes. Mariah. I feel bad for Mariah. And that's what a lot of people are saying. They feel bad for Mariah. I feel bad for Mariah too, because your family should look. I'm not suing Mariah. If Mariah could financially, give me a little piece of something and I was her brother, I wouldn't say shit about her. Girl, be an alcoholic, be bipolar, be crazy with your kids, whatever. I'm not messing up that relationship, because then she could probably open doors for you being Mariah Carey, right? Instead of, you just wanting money. And then there was pictures of them when they were like cool. And I'm like, oh, because you don't see Mariah, because they don't have a relationship, but you don't ever see Mariah talk about her family. And it's like Mariah had to like build her own family and then, have her kids. But she had to like build her own family around her, along with the family that, were not nasty and very supportive. Lord, pray for Mariah. Okay, so the song of the week for the Dead Show podcast this week is Too Hot, off of Shaka Khan's last album. I don't want to say last album. The album that she just released last, which is called Hello Happiness. Well, I like the lyrics was like, goodbye to the sad days. And okay, I'm messing that up. But the lyrics to Hello Happiness was so delicious. I love it. This song, Too Hot. Too hot. Too hot. Too hot. Oh, fall. Oh, shit. Fall over. Too hot to touch. Oh, crap. Hello Happiness. I mean Too Hot. So Too Hot to me is like this amazing, like this R&B, this bluesy, this gospel, this like like this electronic house music, that's what it is. House all into one is such a great song. Too hot, too hot. And then there's like sugar, so sweet. It's really I like a couple songs off of Hello Happiness. That's what it's called from Shaka Khan. So go check that out. Um Too Hot by Shaka Khan. What's next? What's next? Okay, so you know what I'm sick of? I am absolutely sick of people harassing and commenting endlessly about where is blah 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 show. I want to see a new season. They've been filming this show for 300 years. I want to see it. Like, why do y'all want these shows so bad? Please stop DMing, tweeting, commenting on Dr. Heavenly's post about where the fuck Married to Medicine is. When it comes out, it's gonna fucking come out. She don't know. She just a star. Anyways, I'm so sick of people like borderline harassing these celebrities about where their album is or where, like, to be honest, do we really need another album by Rihanna? And also, to be honest, well, in my opinion, Rihanna's best album to me is in between Rated R and not literally, but in between Rated R and Unapologetic. Those are such R&B, pop, cohesive lyrics, cohesive. I'm not gonna say vocals, but because whenever you listen to her for vocals, but like the lyrics, the beats, those are very cohesive. R&B, the pop. And people say Anti is like her best album. I think it's her most successful album, sure. But to me, Anti is not her best album. It's definitely like in that R&B genre. I don't know. R&B pop genre. But anyways, back to like Married to Medicine. Where's Married to Medicine's trailer? Finally, they just released the Atlanta Housewives trailer, which will be out on May 1st. I'm gonna watch it. There's two new people. There's Sheree back. I don't know why Sheree is back. The people seem to be happy. That's all I have to say. The people seem to be happy. They don't seem to be disappointed by the trailer. There's lots of, people are getting into it. But I'm just like, how many times can you get into it with somebody and it be authentic? Like, unless you really just don't like that person. But like, the thing is, and I keep saying this, I love that they take breaks. Or I love that there was a pause and a confusion and let's figure this out and put a pause on taping with Atlanta because after, Cynthia and Posha left or were fired or whatever, after they were gone, they had to figure out who's going to, replace them and bring new freshness and interestingness to the cast. And I love that they took a break because it gave more time to be rest. It gave more time to, for things to actually happen. And I like back then, things happened like, the early seasons of Housewives, 2011, 2008 to 2000. I would even say probably like 16, 17, 18. Things were it seemed very organic, especially, Kenya's first two seasons. Things were very organic. And, she was a menace and it was natural and they were getting to know each other and getting to hate each other. And it just seemed more natural. And the filming was probably, I think, a little bit longer. And the episodes, they have like 28 episodes. Now I feel like these days everything's on a formula now. Everything, there's a formula. You have 18 episodes, 2 reunions, and 1 special or whatever. And it's like, this is the order and this is the time slot we have to fill. Let's make it happen instead of let's let it happen, right? So please, everybody, leave them alone. And let's go back to like the original stuff. And there, especially with like this season, there isn't there hasn't been any leaks like it was in the past. We don't really know what's going on. So I love that. I love that. What's next? So I just want to end the Dare Show podcast with saying I have a little Patty stuff I want to talk about again. I appreciate everybody who listened and commented on my last podcast talking about Patty. Y'all really showed up, showed out. I hope you enjoyed what I was talking about, but I just have a little bit more stuff I want to like briefly say about Miss LaBelle and her career. I just want to know, where did it come from to make her do this one night only special, and then she didn't? Because it's so interesting, because talk about love. I mean, Flame. I don't think Flame did that well relatively. It had, like, when you talk about love on it. But then, like, where did the idea come from to make her do, like, this DVD special on this live recording? And then, after that, she won the Grammy, of course. That's what I'm bringing it up for. She won the Grammy. But then, she had like a flop album, the next album, which was When a Woman Loves. And I love the evolution of Patty, because, again, I feel like Patty's evolution with like her singing and her albums and the quote unquote eras in her life, they're all very different. And I think they're naturally different. I feel like it was just like this evolution of what she wanted to look like. She was a little bit thicker on the Flame era, and then she kind of tightened it up for she tightened it up. She lost weight and she was divorced, and she had this like not modern, but she had this like new look. The Patty Pony was out for like When a Woman Loves. It's just like all these different eras. What do I want to say? What else? The One Night Only album is really good, right? And I want to hear the Grammy, but it confuses me why we didn't get any like hits. There was no like, we didn't get more hits. There was no Love and Want You, Love Need to Want You. There was no Right Kind of Lover. It was just basically, a couple of hits with like one new track, Flame and He Doesn't Love You. And then, the hits, or You Are My Friend. It always cracks me up when she does You Are My Friend into Lady Marmalade. Because, no, it's You Are My Friend, a gospel song, into Lady Marmalade. Like, what? How we go from, like, the church to selling. Anyways, I was like, kind of like, oh, would love to hear, especially on her first album, the first live DVD. She did If You Don't Know Me By Now. I don't know if I think yeah. She had been doing that in the past. I'm just talking at this point. I'm just, at the end of the day, I do want another live album from Patty. Can we please make that happen? I've said this before. I want another live album. It's her authenticness, is where it's at. I want another live album, and let's switch up the set list. Let's just scrap the set list and let's switch it up. Let's do, If Only You Knew last. Let's do, I love that, she does occasionally bring in and sing in, Isn't It a Shame, Little Girls, If You Don't Know Me By Now. The original songs that she did with Philly International. I love that she does that. Music in My Life, I think she switches it up, which is so cool, which is so great. But also I want her to do the second verse of If You Asked Me To. I want her to do the second verse of it, because I feel like it's such a natural progression, and we haven't heard it in forever. She always skips the second verse. I want to hear the second verse. And I want If Only You Knew to be shorter, or we can do that medley like she used to do. I just love Patty. That's all I have to say. I think that's all I'm going to say. The Grammys are this week. The Grammys are Sunday, so we'll be talking about the Grammys next week and seeing who won, and hopefully we'll have some good performances. I think a lot of people are performing. It's going to be in Vegas. I don't know. They could have really just done this back in February. But here we are. Also, the Oscars, the reason why I didn't talk about it because I don't really care. That slap, nobody really cares about the slap. I don't really care about Will Smith. I find Chris Rock funny. I do enjoy Chris Rock. What he said, if Jada was mad about it, she was mad about it. It was weird. I do find Will Smith weird because Will Smith, he laughed at the joke, right? And then he saw his wife, I guess, was upset about it or whatever. And then he decided to, get up and slap the man. I thought he was going to punch him. No, he slapped him. Okay, whatever. Also, if you noticed, what's his name? Chris Rock didn't move. He didn't try to defend himself, or he didn't try to block the slap. It was just like, okay, I'm gonna take it. It was like, okay, he took it. Where was she taking it? Yeah, nobody really cares. I mean, I feel I don't really care because it's weird. And then Will Smith walking away, he was kind of like walking away, awkward, that awkward face, yeah, I did that, or I don't know. Thank you so much for listening to the Dare Show podcast. If you want to hit me up, please hit me up on My Love My Need Tonight on Instagram. Leave a comment on YouTube. If you like this, leave a comment. You don't have to like the video. You don't have to share the video. Just leave a comment and say, hey, or leave a comment with your opinion. I'm on Apple Music. I'm on Spotify. Apple Podcast. I'm on Spotify Podcast. I'm on Google Play Podcast. It's the Dare Show Podcast. Thank you for listening.